Good morning, students. Welcome back in your SS class. Student, from this video lecture, we will start the second chapter of civics, that is understanding secularism. And from this chapter, we have already completed the first chapter of civics, the Indian Constitution, where we have studied about a basic, and you can say a brief description of Indian Constitution and some key feature of it. If we think about secularism, this is also an important part, and you can say also an important feature of our Indian Constitution. So in this video lecture, first of all, we will discuss the topics which we will cover in the whole chapter. The first part, it will be the introduction part, means I'll tell you the meaning of secularism and what do you think about secularism and why do we need a secular country. So we would discuss all these things. After that, we will discuss about the importance of the separation of religion from the state. Now, dear student, here state does not mean any country. Any particular state like Haryana, Punjab, other thing. If we think about political science, and you can say if we think about politics, whenever we say a state, it means a country. It is a political boundary of a country. So whenever I will use the word state, it means that I'm talking about a country. If I'll speak Haryana state, Punjab state, that means that I'm talking particular a region, a particular state. But if I will use just only single word state, it means that I'm talking about country. Right, students? So here state means country. So जो हमारा टॉपिक होगा वो टॉपिक रहेगा importance of the separation of religion from the state. Means religion must be separated from state and must be separated from politics. We will discuss this thing. Then we will discuss about India secularism. What do you think about Indian secularism and why India adopted this policy that India must be a secular country? We will discuss this thing. After that, we will compare Indian secularism with the other countries. So basically, पूरे chapter में हमारे ये सब रहने वाले हैं. Right, students? So let's start the chapter. So first of all, we will discuss about what do you think about secularism. इन हमें secularism का मतलब पता होना चाहिए कि secular का मतलब क्या होता है. If we think about secularism, it means that the country does not have any official religion. It means that अगर हम एक secular country है ना, तो उसको हम क्या कहेंगे कि देश का कोई भी अपना particular religion नहीं होता. All religion before country, before law are equal. It means secularism. Right, students? It means if we think about secularism, it refers to the separation of religion from the state. State, it means a country. If we think about that particular country is a secular country, it means we are discussing that, we are referring here that it must be there must be a religion must be separated from the state. It means that the state should not discriminate among its citizens on the basis of the religion. All religions are equal before the state. There is no discrimination. It should neither increase nor disgrace the followers of any religion. This concept is secularism. I hope the concept is clear to all of you. Now, this thing must be applied to our India. अब हम इस important feature को India में apply करते हैं. My first question to all of you that is there any official religion of India? So the answer will be no. Because in India, all religions are equal. As a citizen, I have a fundamental right to follow any religion and not to follow any religion. चाहे मैं किसी religion को follow करूं या ना करूं, it my wish. If I want to change my religion, it doesn't matter. I can change. So India is a secular country. So dear student, now I'll give you one situation. Imagine the religious freedom in India, and now I will compare it with a non-secular country. and the country name is Germany. After the First World War, there was two World War in the world. The first one is 1914 to 1918, and the Second World War is 1939 to 1945. After the First World War, Germany was defeated, and you can say the whole guilt of war, it was imposed on Germany. युद्ध के ऊपर जितना भी कंपनसेशन था वो जर्मनी के ऊपर थोप दिया गया. So Hitler took the benefit of the situation and he established dictatorship in Germany. And under Hitler, in Germany, there must be Nordic German Aryans. Rest of the other culture, they were undermined. हिटलर के अनुसार केवल नॉर्डिक जर्मन आयरन ही जो है वो एक प्योर फॉर्म है या प्योर रेस है. इसके अलावा अदर पीपल जो है ना, दे कांट सर्वाइव हियर, वो यहाँ पर सर्वाइव नहीं कर सकते. एंड द जूस, दे वर एस्टैब्लिश्ड एज द बॉटम, उनको सबसे बॉटम पे रखा गया. एंड देयर वाज अ मास किलिंग ऑफ जूस. इवन हिटलर यूज्ड मैनी मेथड्स. इवन नाजी, Hitler established Nazi party there, and Nazi used a lot of methods to kill the Jews. They have concentrated camps. They sent Jews in the concentrated camps. They sent them in a concentrated camps. Gas chambers also there. They sent Jews in the gas chambers where all the Jews were killed. So this situation was created in Germany. Now compare this situation to India. If you would be at the place of Jews in Germany, what would you think about it? आपकी क्या thinking होगी इसके बारे में? How would you survive there? Now let's think about another country. The another country is Israel here. Here Muslim and Christians, they were in minorities, and Jews, this is the majority. And Jews done the same thing. Jews did the same thing what had happened to them in Germany. Jews ने भी वैसा ही काम किया इजराइल के अंदर जैसा जर्मनी के अंदर उनके साथ हुआ. अब think about this situation also. Let's think about another country example also, Saudi Arabia, where non-Muslim people, they don't have any religious freedom. So my dear student, you are living in India, which is a secular country, and you have all the religious freedom. Now compare your situation and compare you and think about the situation of Germany, of Israel, and the Saudi Arabia. If you were at the place of them, तो आपकी सिचुएशन क्या होती? तो देखिए सेकुलरिज्म कितना इंपॉर्टेंट एस्पेक्ट है. And in this chapter, we will focus on this point, what is secularism, and we will discuss, we will understand what is a secularism. I think the concept is clear to all of you. Now, if we think about all examples, these all examples shows us discrimination, exclusion, and persecution on the ground of religion. Means धर्म के आधार पे आपके साथ discriminate हो रहा है. You are excluded and you were not given basic right also, and even you were killed also. आपको मारा भी जा रहा है just only on the basis of the religion. See the example, see these example. And this happens even on a large scale when one religion is given official recognition by the state at the expense of the other religion. और ये हमेशा उस देश में होता है जिस देश के अंदर ऑफिशियल रिलीजन बन जाता है. Like Pakistan, it is a Muslim country. जिस देश के अंदर रिलीजन जो होता है पॉलिटिक्स में इन्वॉल्व हो जाता है, जिस देश के अंदर एक रिलीजन को ऑफिशियली रिकॉग्निशन दे दी जाती है, in that country this situation created. सेकुलरिज्म की अगर मैं बात करता हूं, it means on the ground of the religion it must be neutral. All the religion before it, all are equal. And the most important thing to stop this type of discrimination, this is the secularism. Okay students, अब हमारे पास अब सामने क्वेश्चन आ गया कि सेकुलरिज्म होता क्या है. Recall the story of the key feature of Indian Constitution which we have studied in the last lecture, where we have discussed about the separation of religion from the state. It means in politics, politics must not be based on religion. We have discussed this thing. Means religion must be separated from the state. There would be no official religion in country. This was considered. अब क्वेश्चन आता है कि क्यों रिलीजन को हमें स्टेट से सेपरेट करना चाहिए, हमारे सामने क्वेश्चन आता है. So if we think about the earlier time, India had a theocratic society. Theocratic society, it means there was a system of government in which priest made rule in the name of God. Priest interfere in politics. So in that society, discrimination was prevailed. ऐसे सोसाइटी में डिस्क्रिमिनेशन देखने को मिलेगा ही मिलेगा. मीन्स इंडिपेंडेंस से पहले हमारे देश में थियोक्रेटिक सोसाइटी थी, जहां पर प्रिस्ट हमेशा पॉलिटिक्स में इंटरफियर करते थे in the name of God. So at that time, other religion, the people of the other religion, they were discriminated. This type of society was there. Okay, that's why when our Indian Constitution was framed, there was a basic feature that religion must be separated from state. This was the basic reason. And that's why we have given one fundamental right, and this right is right to freedom of religion. I'm free to use my religion, to propagate my religion, to profess according to my religion. तो मैं अपने धर्म के अनुसार प्रचार प्रसार कर सकता हूं, पूजा पाठ कर सकता हूं. I have the freedom of it. According to the fundamental right, the Constitution provides individual the freedom to live by their religious belief and practice as they want. जैसे उनका religion उनको बताता है, उसके according वो काम कर सकते हैं. So that's why India has adopted this feature, because in India, people have different kind of culture, different kind of religion. In India, people follow different religions. So India has adopted this feature. It means India is a secular country. And India adopted the idea of the religious tolerance. It means that हमारे देश का हेड कोई भी किसी भी धर्म का क्यों ना हो, whether we are a Hindu dominating society, but we have the head of the state is a Muslim person. Think about Abdul Kalam Azad. He was the president of India. He was the head of the country. That's why India is a secular country, because all religion in India, they all are equal before India, before the state in politics. There is no interference of religion in politics. I hope this concept is clear to all of you. Now, students, see these two pictures. If you think about these two pictures, you can analyze that all religion in India, they are considered equal. These two pictures show us. These two pictures show some of the values and the ideas to the students that why there must be religious tolerance. Tolerance, it means हमें सहानुभूति होनी चाहिए, हमें उनके religion को मानना चाहिए. We must accept it. Then India can be a religious country, secular country. Right, students? Now we will discuss the next topic, that is importance of the separation religion from the state. Means why religion not be included in politics. What are the importance of it? So let's understand this concept. So to understand this concept, the separation between the religion and the state power, it is required so that a country can function in a democratic manner. This is the first basic reason. ताकि एक देश जो है वो डेमोक्रेटिक मैनर से काम कर सके. अब इसका मतलब क्या हुआ? If a country having some religious group are in majority and there were some having religious group, they are in minority. If the majority religion got the access to the power, then it misuse all the resources. It would discriminate the minorities. ये situation होने की chances है. So that's why religion must be separated from the politics so that a country can function democratically. Right, students? Think about the another situation. If If a state power is used with the religious viewpoint, then it would lead a discrimination, coercion, it means उनको दबा देना, and killing of the people of religion on the name of the religion. ये आपको देखने को मिलेगा. अगर स्टेट के अंदर, अगर पॉलिटिक्स के अंदर रिलीजन का नाम आ गया ना, तो वहां पर आपको क्या देखने को मिलेगा? माइनॉरिटीज मींस अदर रिलीजियस ग्रुप, दे वर डिस्क्रिमिनेटेड, दे वर सप्रेस्ड, उन्हें दबाया जाएगा. इवन मास किलिंग ऑफ द पीपल वुड बी सीन, वो भी देखी जाएगी. एज वी हैव सीन under the time period of the Hitler, we have seen the Jews, हमने जैसे Jews को देखा. So that's why it is very most important that religion must be separated from the state. Means it is important to separate the state and religion. They must be separated. Right, students? Next most important thing, religion must be separated because this separation helps to protect the freedom of individual. This is the most important thing. According to our Indian Constitution, we have given a lot of freedoms, and if religion is separated from politics, so it helps to protect the freedom of individuals. Because individuals, they may wish to exist their religion, they want to embrace other religion also, they want to interpret the religious teaching differently, they want their religions simply. Let's think about the example. If you are Hindu and if you are Muslim and you want to change your religion due to any religion, जैसे अगर मैं हिंदू की बात करता हूं, in Hindu religion there was untouchability, but if you think about Muslim community, there was a triple talaq thing. We have these social evils in Hindu religion and Muslim religion also. अगर इन सब की वजह से कोई व्यक्ति अपना धर्म चेंज करना चाहता है, तो सोचिए सिचुएशन कि अगर स्टेट के अंदर पावर हिंदू के हाथ में है, देन आर यू एबल टू चेंज योर रिलीजन? नो. अगर मुस्लिम के हाथ में है एंड यू वांट टू चेंज योर रिलीजन ड्यू टू ट्रिपल तलाक, कैन यू चेंज? नो. दिस फ्रीडम वुड नॉट बी गिवन टू यू. ऐसी फ्रीडम आपको नहीं दी जाएगी. That's why there must be separation of religion from politics. इसीलिए important है, because in all religion there must be many evils, and according to these social evils, sometimes people fed up of all these things and they want to change this thing. सिचुएशन ऐसी क्रिएट हो सकती है. अगर देश के अंदर पॉलिटिक्स में रिलीजन इंटरफियर करेगा, यू वर नॉट एबल टू गेट ऑल द फ्रीडम ऑफ इंडिविजुअल्स. सो दैट्स व्हाई इट इज इंपॉर्टेंट टू सेपरेट द स्टेट एंड रिलीजन. दिस वाज द इंपॉर्टेंट थिंग. आई थिंक everything is clear to all of you. So I'll see you in the next video. Thank you. Have a nice day.